Should you sell Dogecoin and take profit, or hodl and wait for the moonshot? Cryptocurrency is one of the riskiest yet rewarding investments in our current era. From tech nerds to average Joes, all kinds of people have made huge amounts of money by investing in cryptocurrency. As a result, many individuals are seeking advice on how to invest in cryptocurrencies. Should we sell crypto and make a profit, or hodl and wait for the moonshot? Amidst all these questions, Markus, the creator of Dogecoin, has stepped forward to share his approach. Hi, welcome to Crypto Doge News, where we publish the most up-to-date cryptocurrency news every single day. But before we go any further, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so that you get notified every time we upload a new video. Now, let's get right into it. The idea of making money with cryptocurrency sounds enticing, right? When you Google anything related to cryptocurrency, you might be amazed by the number of people who have profited from this relatively new industry. However, your understanding of how the crypto world works is, well, a bit fuzzy, to say the least. How much profit can be made from holding and waiting for a moonshot, and even more importantly, how risky can it be? Well, you desperately seek the assistance of an expert. Fortunately, Dogecoin co-creator Markus has come to your aid. Markus has advised investors to trade in the meme cryptocurrency similar to how he plays casinos. According to Markus, Dogecoin investors should take enough profits that they don't go insane when the cryptocurrency's price falls, but should also have enough money for a moonshot to buy Dogecoin when its price surges. He says, in my opinion, people should take enough profits that they don't go insane if it goes down and still have enough for a moonshot if it goes up. That's how I play casinos. If I'm up, I'll keep what I put in plus some profits and play the rest with house money. Well, indeed, ideally you always want to invest into a cryptocurrency when it's nice and cheap. Then sell it after the price has risen substantially. For instance, you bought Dogecoin, Doge, 5 years ago, let's say on May 4th, 2016, when it was trading at 0.000227. Recently, Doge went as high as 69 cents. That's almost a 304,000% increase in just 5 years. Obviously, you wouldn't spend a fraction of a cent to buy crypto for long-term investment, so let's raise the figures just a little bit. If you had spent just $10 that same day, you would have roughly 44,050 Dogecoins, which would be worth over $30,300 today. Now, let's say you put in $100. That would be 440,500 Doge, which is worth over 303,000 based on the 69-cent rate. So if you were a bit daring and put in $500, you would have over $1.2 million worth of Dogecoin today. However, the exact opposite is also possible. The price, which recently hit an all-time high, could collapse in an instant. And what better example to use than Elon Musk's appearance on Saturday Night Live? On May 9th, many people expected Elon Musk's appearance on Saturday Night Live to pump Dogecoin once again. But what followed instead was a massive fall. The price of Dogecoin flipped completely and fell into the bearish divergence as Elon Musk termed Dogecoin as a hustle. It crashed from a high of 7 cents to a low of 42 cents, declining the profits of many. Those who liquidated their holdings before SNL were incredibly lucky, while those who panic sold thereafter suffered a huge loss. They would have collected enough profits and avoided the loss when the cryptocurrency's price dropped if they had not been greedy for the hefty profit. Well, be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. For those who are unaware, this is a famous saying by Warren Buffett, which urges people to buy when other people are selling, meaning when the price goes down, and be cautious when everyone is buying, meaning when the prices rise. Usually a price drop is followed by a rebound that causes a price increase, so investors can use the downturn to buy cryptocurrencies at a lower price. On the other hand, an upturn is usually followed by a correction that causes a big price drop. This is natural since investors are likely to sell once the price of a cryptocurrency is increased. They're simply taking profits. So it's best not to think too much into this since it can get very technical, and in my opinion, if you've invested in a good cryptocurrency, any time is a good time to buy. Another good piece of advice is to be patient. If you buy a coin when the price is high and it starts to decline, just wait for the price to recover. You don't want to buy a cryptocurrency when the price is rising and then sell when it drops. That can be very stressful once the price starts to recover again and drive you insane. That's exactly what happened to those who purchased a large number of Dogecoins before SNL with the hopes of making a huge profit. However, that never happened. They instead lost a large sum of money. Dogecoin has dropped 13.4% in the last 30 days. However, its year-to-date gains still stand at 3,607.4% as of July 26th. The price of Dogecoin and other major cryptocurrencies rebounded on Sunday evening amid speculation that e-commerce giant Amazon is looking to accept apex cryptocurrency Bitcoin by the end of the year. Yes, you heard it right. Amazon has begun its search to hire a digital currency and blockchain product lead for its payment, acceptance, and experience team, who are responsible for facilitating billions of online customer payments through the sites and services of one of the largest e-commerce companies in the world. In response to the June 22nd job posting, a spokesperson for Amazon said, "We're inspired by the innovation happening in the cryptocurrency space and are exploring what this could look like on Amazon. We believe the future will be built on new technologies that enable modern, fast, and inexpensive payments. We hope to bring that future to Amazon customers as soon as possible." The company also added that the position will leverage your domain expertise in blockchain, distributed ledger, central bank digital currencies, and cryptocurrencies to develop the case for the capabilities that should be developed, drive the overall vision and product strategy, and gain leadership buy-in and investment for new capabilities. It's still unclear at this point whether Amazon's implementation of Bitcoin payment solutions will involve the use of the Lightning Network or how Amazon will integrate Bitcoin into user experience. But what is clear is that if the world's fourth largest company opens up its worldwide marketplace to cryptocurrency transactions, the value of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin could escalate. That is because in the cryptocurrency market, correlation can apply to all assets at once. Every move Bitcoin makes has a direct effect on the price of all other cryptocurrencies. So every time Bitcoin's price goes down, you can expect alternative cryptocurrency prices to follow. And every time the price of Bitcoin rallies, you can expect altcoins to go up in price shortly after. This is why it's important for an altcoin enthusiast or investor to take a closer look at Bitcoin's price. You don't want to pass up the opportunity if one exists. So what are your thoughts on Markus's approach? Have you ever lost money on an investment in hopes of making a fortune? Share your answers in the comments section below. Also, if you found our video informative, do like it and share it with your friends. Till next time, stay tuned and subscribe to our channel for all new updates coming up.